So that's coming up toward the end of the hour. But before we get to the fitness, let's talk about our overall well-being. When it comes to health, I don't think anyone will argue that knowledge is power. And in terms of blood pressure, that is one of those sneaky things that most of us don't know there's an issue until it's a huge issue, right? So if you need to monitor your blood pressure, or someone in your family or a friend you know could really use this, this is from Veridian. It is the SmartHeart. It's a digital arm cuff. So you just slip it right onto your arm. It does all of the work for you. It's super fast and easy. Look at this screen though. It has a huge display. It can store 250 readings for 2 different people, so up to 500 total, so you can really keep track. Accurate, quick, rechargeable, and because it's Veridian, a 5-year warranty. That's phenomenal. And with the 4 Flex Pay, $15.20 to get something that is very important into your home, into your health kit. We have 2 colors. There's red and blue. It comes with the charger. It comes with a travel case. It's really easy to just fold up and take on the go. It will fit up to a 16.5-inch arm. So if you were curious about that, so it's a nice wide range. Again, this is a very simple way to keep track of something that is very, very important. So we're gonna go to Skype to Matthew Peters. He is a registered nurse. He's become our resident RN here, helping us out with health advice. And you have said many times, Matthew, that this is one of the most important things you can have at home. It's good to see you.
It is. It's very good to see you too. Happy almost New Year here. I hope you had a good Christmas, good holiday season. You know what? It's for a lot of you in the country, it's kind of the middle of the night here. We're checking out the today's special. Before you get started with any exercise program, your doctor's going to recommend that you know what's going on inside your body. And in the middle of the night, if we don't feel quite right, what do? We turn to devices like this from Veridian. Veridian's been in business for about 40 years. This is clinically accurate as compared to the readings you're going to get right in your doctor's office. Here's why it's important, and here's why you need to do this. It's must do before your exercise program. 1 in 3 of us in this country have high blood pressure. That's 75 million Americans, all right? Only about half of us who have high blood pressure have it under control. That's including diet, that exercise program, even high blood pressure meds, okay? Another 1 in 3 has pre-hypertension. That's another 75 million of us. This is costing us a ton of money, $46 billion a year. But Michelle, what this is really costing us is our lives, is heart attacks, strokes. They call it the silent killer, high blood pressure, because oftentimes the very first time you find out about it is when you're in the emergency room with either a heart attack or a stroke. So let's get ahead of it. I'm gonna do something right here. I'm gonna actually turn my light off and make it really dark.
Okay.
And look at this display here. All right, that's the LCD display. It's huge. You're gonna get 250 readings for you at home, and share it with a loved one for an additional 250 readings. This is going to hold 500 readings in memory. It's attached to the cuff, so it's a tubeless arm monitor. So it's an arm monitor that operates kind of like a wrist monitor. The ease of use, you're going to get those clinically accurate readings from Veridian in only about 30 seconds. You're going to take this and share it with your doctor on those telehealth visits. This is the information that helps keep us healthy. Again, rechargeable means you'll never purchase batteries with this. And take a look at this. This is at your bedside at home. True peace of mind. It just slides up on your arm. Easy to use. 1-button operation. Keep it fully charged all the time for clinically accurate readings. You'll never go wrong. It even comes with a carrying case and that charging cable. It's a tremendous value, Michelle, with that 5-year warranty from Veridian.
That 5-year warranty is huge. I mean, that says so much about the company, their confidence in the quality of what they're giving you. Veridian's been doing this for decades, right, Matthew? I mean, this is not just their first time bringing us something like this. It's been like 40 years.
It's been a long time. You can trust them. And what I want you to do at home, I want you to read the reviews. Don't just take my word for it or Michelle's word for it. Read these reviews. This is something that people are loving, and they're going quickly because we're starting to think about our health turning into the new year. The exercise is one component, but knowing that you're safe to do the exercise is so very important, because I know myself, personal athletes who have had high blood pressure and had crises, landed in the hospital. Even though they look great on the outside, it doesn't mean everything's going great on the inside.
Right.
The only way to tell for sure is getting one of these
It's
home.
crazy. My cousin, this actually a true story just happened. She's 38, okay? And she went in just for her annual regular exam. What's the first thing they do? They take your vitals because they're very important. Her blood pressure was so high, they told her, they're like, we think you need to just drive to a hospital right now. She had no idea. 37 and no clue. And that's the problem with high blood pressure. You know, we're not trying to scare anyone. We're just talking about the reality of it. Unless you're knowledgeable about what's happening, how else would you know? So this is a really smart thing to have at home to keep track. I love that everything's in the cuff. You don't have to do a thing. There's no tubes, there's no squeezing or waiting. If it's easier to do, you're more likely to do it, or the one you care about, who you keep telling you really need to pay attention to your blood pressure, send them this. When you check out, you can put anyone's address in the checkout and they can receive this at home. They'll get everything they need to use it right away. This is the red. It also comes in blue. You get your travel and storage case. You're gonna get your charging cable with it too. Break it up on FlexPay. It's $15 and change to get it home with that 5-year warranty, because if it's easy to use, I feel like it's gonna be much more likely that you'll actually use it, right? And as a registered nurse, I'm sure compliance is a huge issue with patients.
Of course it is. And I can tell you, and you know what, that's a great example with your friend that you just gave.
Crazy.
And everybody, this goes both ways, okay? It's not just you want to find out that something's going wrong. You want to make sure simply that things are going right. And what's so special about this blood pressure monitor in particular, this is why I recommend this one, is because if you like your arm monitor that you have at the doctor's for its accuracy and you can trust it, this is your arm monitor, except you don't have to plug it into the cuff. There's no compressor unit to drag around. You're going to store up to 500 readings in memory, as I showed you before, and I'm going to do that one more time.
Okay.
Look how easy it is to see those readings. So if you get up in the middle of the night and you don't feel right, you can actually cycle through these readings and tell. You get your systolic, you get your diastolic, you get your heart rate. You get it time and date stamped for those exact readings so you can share it with your doctor. And I'm going to turn the light on here real quick so I can show you. You see on this side right here, you actually have a color-coded bar. And that tells you, see how that reading is in the orange? That means it's higher than green. It's higher than normal. It instantly visually interprets that reading for you. So it's smart technology, and it's also going to measure that blood pressure, Michelle, on inflation, which means quick readings, comfortable readings, and again, accurate readings compared to your doctor's office.
Right, and some things to keep in mind. This will fit an arm 8.5 inches up to 16.5 inches around. So men and women of all sizes can use this. Very easy to do. I love the hypertension indicator that you were talking about with that bar on the side. Nice big screen. It's interesting to note too, Matthew, how easily we could see your screen. You are at home, probably using a cell phone or a tablet, I'm assuming via Skype. Then it has to go through whatever television or device people at home are watching, and we can still clearly read it. So imagine if it's right in front of you in your own home. That is a huge display. And this has all the bells and whistles and features. It is really high quality with a 5-year warranty coming from Viridian, simple to use. You get everything you need, the storage bag, you get your charging cables. This is the red. It also comes in a beautiful blue, and you can break that up on 4 flexible payments. So it would be $15.20, and we send this out to you right away. You pay that every month, interest-free. You can use any major credit or debit card, PayPal if you prefer that. FlexPay is for everybody shopping at any time. So it is a nice way to add this to what you have at home. I don't think there's ever been a time where we have been more aware of the tools and devices that we need to have at home to monitor our well-being. Not just with blood pressure, but just in general. Thermometers, oximeters, we've got all of that coming up too.
Yeah, you know, my mom had a heart attack years ago, and it was because of undiagnosed high blood pressure. Simply put, the doctor told her, you know what, you got to get a hold of this and check this. Now that you're healthy, now that we get your feet back on the ground, things are going well, you have to check your blood pressure. And everybody, you need to get this home. You got to upgrade if you have an old one that's not working well. This you can trust. You always keep it fully charged. So those readings are always right on the money for you. You can take it anywhere. This is worth double the price when I shop other items. similar features. You're not going to find anything close. So this is a must-have for 2021.
Definitely. I love that there's no tubes, no attachments. I mean, you saw in the video, you could be out by the pool and take your blood pressure if you need to.
Exactly.
And you can store 250 readings per person, so 500 total. You can take that to the doctor or do your virtual visit and tell them exactly the date and the time and the reading that you had. So really important. We mentioned oximeters as well. We actually have one that is currently in stock and available if you guys want to get this.